Sorry, Your Honor. Let me check the DIMS.
Okay. Mr. Javed, I'm going to find that there's...
And just like that, the judge hits him with the magic words, probable cause. For anyone wondering, that's legal speak for, we've got enough to keep this case rolling. Think of it as the courtroom's green light. And trust me, you don't want to be the one caught in the headlights.
Probable cause to go forward with your case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
Yes, yes, sir.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this complaining witness. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm entering in, or it looks like a protective order has already been issued on the 9th of this month. I would get to know it. If you do something to violate this protective order, the state can and will file additional charges as violation of protective order. And I'm telling you, that's one of the worst cases you can pick up. You violate conditions on a no contact order, I can hold you at 0 bond, and I will do it in a second to protect every person of Harris County. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
When I mean no contact, I mean no contact of any kind. Phone calls, text messages, social media, use of another person to relay any information. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you violate these conditions, I will revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to make it high. So no contact of any kind.
Your Honor, appears to be just the verbal threats.
Okay. So can you file no contact and no weapons, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
For now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign the bond conditions, and then we'll have you wait for your lawyer. Okay? Please.
All right, page 12. Go ahead and sign this.
Mr. Dakota, do you have an arraignment?
No, sir.
No? Okay.
Cubone? All right, Judge, page 19, Perkins, come on up.
Now watch this, judge turns into a walking legal disclaimer. This isn't just a you messed up chat. This is the warning shot. DWI with a high blow. That's Class A trouble, baby. And those field sobriety tests. When they start rattling off numbers like a bad quiz score, it's never a good sign.
Silence all cell phones.
Good morning, Ms. Perkins. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. So you are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On October 9th, 2024, officers were dispatched to 5299 West Park Drive in Harris County, Texas, regarding a major crash. The real witness stated he saw the defendant get out of the driver's seat of her motor vehicle, and Houston Fire Department advised the defendant admitted to drinking. The officers observed the defendant with slurred speech and glassy eyes. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN was 6 out of 6, walk and turn was 3 out of 8, and one leg stand was 2 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were 0.153 and 0.157.
Tell me about the driving facts again, please.
There was a major crash, Your Honor.
Okay, so she's at a crash.
She's at a crash, and then the real witness who was involved in the crash saw the defendant get out of the driver's side.
Got it. Okay. Ms. Perkins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license, ma'am? Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Can you run the license, please?
Yes,
And
sir.
also, does she have any prior DWIs, please? If you
No
can run
prior
it,
DWI
please.
and license eligible.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to find, like I said, there's probable cause to go forward. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any kind of illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. I'm going to revoke your bond. You will not get any more PR bonds. You understand? How old are you, ma'am? You're 20. What do you do for a living? Where do you work? Mom shells. Who do you live with? No, with mom, dad, or by yourself? Okay. Can you afford a lawyer? How much money do you make a month? Okay. Is that all you're doing now, or are you doing anything else in school or anything? Okay, I'll have you. Let me see if I have an application. I need you to fill out an application for me for an appointed lawyer, and I'll take a look at it. If you qualify, I'll provide you with a lawyer today. For now, I'm gonna have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while you fill out the application, then I'll take a look at it, okay? You will need to meet with pre-trial for your bond conditions, so don't leave until you do that, okay? Please. You have an arraignment. Are you ready?
I do.
We have to do it right.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Does we have another arrangement?
You want to do Corey's first or
Is that arrangement?
Yeah.
Oh, who was it?
Cubone?
Oh, that's the one else.
Is it Cubone?
It's fresh. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it.
How do we pronounce your name, ma'am? Cubone. Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, okay?
Yes, Judge. On September 18, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a Walmart in reference to a theft in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the loss prevention manager, who stated he followed the defendant in pink nurse scrubs within the business as she was pushing a shopping cart and concealing in a black backpack several items she took from the shelves of the business. The defendant observed the defendant.
Wait for it. A theft case for less than 20 bucks. Sounds petty, but in legal land, theft is theft. Judges don't care if it's a flat screen TV or a bag of frozen peas. Walk past the registers with hidden merch, and you're walking into court.
Pay for the items in the cart at the self-checkout, pass all points of sale and exit without paying for the items she had loaded in the backpack. The complainant stopped the defendant outside the exit doors and confronted her about the concealed items. The defendant initially denied everything, but ultimately gave her the backpack, to which the defendant found unpaid items with a value of $118.53. Another unpaid item of a value of $1.38 was found wrapped in a Walmart plastic bag in the shopping cart. The total amount taken was $119.91.
Okay. All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen? You are? Okay, I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to any Walmart. If we find that you go back to Walmart, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? Okay. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. So you don't have to come to court until he tells you that your presence is needed. But you must stay in contact with Corey. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls, that's it. We will revoke your bond, okay? Any questions? Yeah, I know. I have to apprise you.
I understand, yeah.
Do you have any questions? Okay, we're gonna have you sign a reset. After that, we'll have you take a seat in the jury box. When you get your bond condition, we'll have you sign it, and then you're free to go, okay?
Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
guys. Thanks, Corey.
Appreciate it.
Where's the switch?
It is no, it says 3 days Harris County Jail. I spoke with the state. It is a time certain.
All right, good morning, Mr. Reyes. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand, sir, that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. And this is important because you ever get pulled over and an officer's going to see this. If they smell alcohol or dope, what do you think they're going to do? What we're doing today, the proverbial slap on the wrist, now you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. So be careful because this time served, you understand. I mean, it's a minimum of 90 from now on. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, or possible immigration consequences, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. It will go on your record. It'll be there forever. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty and I will sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I have to suspend your license, so I will suspend it for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license, and good luck to you, sir.
Judge, I asked that his license not be suspended. It's been suspended for over 220 days already.
I have to suspend it, right? If you want credit for the ALR suspension,
Yes, sir.
why has it been suspended for so long?
I am not very sure. He just spoke. I'm filling in for Attorney Clay today. Eric Clay. So I just spoke to the client about the suspension.
Part of my PR bond was not to drive and you revoked my.
Boom. Crashed into an apartment complex and still arguing about the license suspension. That's bold. What you're hearing now is a mini crash course in ARR administrative license revocation. Basically, the DMV's way of saying, yeah, you're not driving again until we say so.
Privilege to drive, so I've been.
Well, there's a reason. Usually, if you don't have a license, you don't have insurance. Some,
Over a 0.15.
no, I never take someone's, has to have been an aggravating factor as to why. I don't just willy-nilly take someone's ability to drive away, because I take it really seriously. You know, if you're driving in a manner like going over 100 or a prior DWI or with an open container or something like that. What happened in this case, Alex?
Sorry, So in this case, officers were dispatched to a crash in Harris County, Texas, and they arrived and observed the vehicle with front end damage that had hit an apartment complex entrance gate and wall
You
building.
have a license.
I had a license, valid license and valid liability.
See.
Part of my bond was, just suspended my license, I couldn't drive.
Oh, you know what it was? You had an ALR suspension. That's one. Your license was suspended. Have you paid any kind of reinstatement fees? Then your license is suspended now. Whenever you get a DWI, you have two cases against you. You have this case, you also have an administrative case versus DPS. And if you don't take care of the administrative case, DPS suspends your license, and it remains in suspension until you go and actively take care of it to have it reinstated. One of those things that you have to do is pay a reinstatement fee of around $125. So until you do that, it remains effectively suspended indefinitely until you take care of it. What we do is we bring you back in to apprise you of the fact that your license does become suspended, and that if you drive, you're in violation of these bond conditions. So I'm trying to help you, believe it or not. You know, I'm not. So do this. Go get your license reinstated. Go to DPS. Show me that you've got it reinstated. Then we can run so that I'll give you credit for the time that you've had your ALR suspension. I'd rather have you driving legally than, driving illegally, right? So go get it reinstated, because what we need are the dates of suspension for the ALR. If you have that, we can give it to them and give you the credit.
Yes, sir.
But don't just start driving now. Your license is still suspended. Alex, can you run it? You mind?
Yes, Your Honor, it's not eligible, and the most recent we have is the ALR suspension.
See?
Okay.
It's the administrative license revocation suspension that you get from DPS. You got to go call DPS, and they'll tell you what to do to get it reinstated. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, guys,
Maybe excuse.
Thank you.
please.